This is Khalid and his family who I am aiming to raise money for to repair his already damaged hut, which was further worsened by the recent floods in Bangladesh. He lives off the grid, out past the famous tea gardens of Sylhet. Khalid himself was raised in this tin hut, which was built by his dad over 30 years ago, and now lives here with his wife Ripa, his 4 daughters Ikra, Munni, Samya and Tanha, aged 12, 10, 6 and 4 months, his 2 sons Sabir and Tambir, aged 5 and 4, and his elderly parents. Khalid is the hard-working, God-fearing and the most honest and humble man I've ever met. He helped me out during difficult times in both my personal and business life during the past 10 months since I've lived alone in the city Sylhet, which is why I want to show him my appreciation by raising funds to fix his house. Khalid currently works in the city as a cleaner in the building where I will be launching a business this year. He earns only 2,000 taka for 7 days work. That's less than £17.50 a week to feed a family of 9, let alone repair his house. On this day, I went to inspect Khalid's living conditions. He showed me the direction the floodwaters came from, which rose over 1 foot into his home, further damaging it, leaving it more unsafe from wildlife and weather. So this is Khalid Bai's house. Straight away when you walk in, so this is where they sleep on the floor. It was difficult to process the fact he sleeps here on the floor with his wife and 6 young children, on solid concrete covered with a few plastic sheets and cloth. His children have never slept on a bed before, which I aim to include for them in this fundraiser. He explained the roof was so damaged that the rain pours in during storms, destroying the inside and affecting his cooking area. Imagine trying to cook in this kitchen when it's flooded and the rain is pouring in from the roof. So he says for like half an hour or so at a time, we'd have to go outside during the storms, climb up onto the roof and hold the tin in place. So if you take a look on the roof, because there's so much damage and repairs needing done to the tin, all the rain kept falling in. They've had to place these tarps over the roof. So because of the recent floods and all the bad weather, this little one, hello. This little one caught pneumonia. This is where they raise their children. This is where their family's grown up, and you can see it's not exactly the ideal place to raise 6 children. Yet Khalid and his family remain faithful to God that one day he will ease all their difficulties in life. Khalid and his elderly mother explained how snakes often come into the house through these holes in the damaged walls, and sometimes even slithering over the children whilst they sleep. She said there was one time where she found 6 snakes in one place. Khalid told me about the hardships he endures during bad weather. During the storms, the tin roof literally blows away. And there's many times where Khalid's had to climb up onto the roof and hold the tin in place. He's sustained a lot of injuries. And it's because his children is petrified, so these little bairns get scared when all the rain's coming in. You can imagine the thunderstorms in Bangladesh, tropical thunderstorms, are extremely loud, very frightening even for a grown adult like myself. So, and these houses haven't really got much protection from weather. So you can imagine how scary it is for these children when they're sleeping on the floor as it is and the rain's pouring in. I'd like to fix their water pump, which is broken, as it's their only clean source of water. Furthermore, I'm aiming to give them a secure house to protect them from the wildlife. His wife and kids told me they're often too scared to leave the house because of wild cats and other animals. Yet the same people wouldn't harm a fly, and despite living in poverty, they feed as many animals as they can because that's the nature of them. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and I'd be extremely grateful to everyone who donates towards this cause. Khalid and his family will personally send you a thank you video to each individual who donates towards fixing up their house.